And I want to welcome every one of you joining us from all over the world, wherever you're joining us from. All right, within Africa, Asia, Europe, United States, anywhere you're joining us from, even to the end of the world, you are all welcome. My name is King Stambell, and if you are here tonight, you want to understand what is BNB Ocean? What is this all about? I mean, the echo is everywhere. It's echoing everywhere. This is not just a project. This is a revolution. And how do you identify a revolution? You identify a revolution when you see the volume of adoption, when you see the volume of adoption. And it's not questionable in Ocean BNB community for you to see the way everybody is adopting, right to the far country, back to Australia, everywhere people are adopting Ocean BNB. Now the question is, like I do say, I told my team, it is normal for you to be skeptical in life, okay? It is normal for you to be skeptical in life, but it is a very dangerous thing for you to remain skeptical. I don't know if somebody heard what I just said right now. It is normal for you to be skeptical, but it's a very dangerous thing for you to remain skeptical. All right, so please pay attention. I'm going to be drawing some attention to you using BNB, all right, because you got some history about BNB. I don't know. You saw the video I was playing before this call. You saw the video I was playing. That video was actually the history of BNB, when BNB started. You know what? I know a couple of us or a couple of some persons in this group say, oh, okay, I know about it, I know about it. But my dear, were you able to get, how many of you here had like 20,000 pieces of BNB back in 2017? You had like 20,000 or 50,000 pieces of BNB. Can I tell you what? Do you know that back in 2017 that you and I had the ability to buy BNB up to 50,000 pieces of it? Because it was way very cheap. In 2017, it was just $0.03. $0.03, way very cheap. And you can actually buy huge amount of quantity of this token just with a little amount of money. Can I tell you what? How many persons can buy BNB today? Now, let me remind you this in case you have forgotten. Okay, so that you don't just wash it away. History has been repeating itself, and people has been skeptical and remain skeptical. Now, history is about to repeat itself again. Somebody is trying to be skeptical, but I'm telling you tonight that it is a very dangerous thing for you to continue to remain skeptical. You need to open up your mind. Life is about risk. Nothing in life is a risk. Even what you put in your mouth is also a risk. If you go, doctor will tell you, my dear, you shouldn't eat beef. Don't put a red meat in your mouth. That is that is dangerous. Don't put a red meat. You don't need to eat beans. Sometimes they will tell you don't eat any fried things. So even what you put in your mouth is also a risk. So you need to understand that before you venture in anything, you need to take a calculated risk. And Ocean BNB is a calculated risk that everybody needs to venture into it. Today, some people are crying that they saw BNB at 0.03 in 2017, while some people are smiling. You see, why some people are happy. Now, history is about to repeat itself again. When BNB started, BNB was actually making use of Ethereum blockchain. All of a sudden, they brought out their own blockchain called the Binance Smart Chain. From there, they also brought out their own smart contract. From there, they also proceeded and brought out their own DEX. When they brought out their own decentralized exchange, that was the game changer. Now, there was a massive adoption and a massive acceptance. People were using BNB to do different kind of transactions. Look at where they have gotten today. In a space of how many years? Between 2017 to now. Now, listen, I want to share with you an amazing opportunity. Okay? We'll break down exactly we are going to break down exactly what made BNB the most powerful cryptocurrency history. You need to understand. Go to coinmarketcap.com or go to coingecko.com and go and look at one of the most powerful cryptocurrencies, the first 10 cryptocurrencies we have in the world. You're going to see BNB there. All right. Now, as you can see, BNB hit its all-time high. Just few months ago at 1,300 and something dollars. This price you are seeing here is not even the all-time high, because the all-time high of BNB was up to $1,300. Please listen. Nobody fails with knowledge. I don't fail with this. Nobody fails with knowledge. You may have knowledge. You may have knowledge. Like some professors are very broke. I don't know if you know there are some professors that are very broke. You may have knowledge, but you don't know how to convert your knowledge into money until you use wisdom to extract from that knowledge. That's when your pocket or your bank account will be filled with money. So what I'm about to share with you tonight is an opportunity. BNB stands for Build and Build, the perfect description of its mission and evolution. BNB is exactly a complete revolution. Now listen, you can see the price movement of BNB. You can see the price movement. I started by telling you $0.03, but as a matter of fact, this 10 cents you are seeing here, 0.10, was not actually the main price that they started with. Now listen, the same process, the same format that BNB took is the same format that Ocean BNB is taking now. Now, BNB did not start with, they didn't start with pre-sale. They never started with pre-sale. They started with ICO, initial coin offering. And that's exactly what Ocean BNB is doing right now. Initial coin offering. From there, they begin to introduce things. There was a massive adoption. Look at what Ocean BNB is about to do to us now. Now, if you had invested $1,000 in BNB, okay, at its lowest price, you would have reached 25,000 BNB coins. Can you imagine? If you have invested $1,000, and this calculation that is being done here with $1,000 is just talking about 10 cents. It's just at the price of 10 cents. Now, you would have gotten about 25,000 coins. At its peak, your investment would have been worth over 20 million US dollars. 20 million US dollars, guys. Please, I would like you to mute your mic. Mr. Patrick, please can you off your camera, please? Mr. Patrick, please off your camera, please. It's distracting me, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is very important, okay? It is very important we understand exactly what we are doing. Why BNB became a crypto giant. Why BNB became a crypto giant. Now listen, BNB is built on Binance ecosystem. They had their own ecosystem. They didn't just start. Now, the world's largest crypto exchange, limited supply, just 200 million quantity was the total supply of BNB. 200 million quantity. And as a matter of fact, when they brought out their own DEX, as you are making transactions, as you and I are making use of their DEX to do transactions, they are burning that token. This is the same process that Ocean BNB is also taking. It's a real world utility used for trading fees, token bonds, NFTs, DeFi. This is exactly what Ocean BNB is doing. Global community of over 120 million users. As we speak right now, as I'm talking to you right now, Ocean BNB is having over 1 million participants, over 1 million community already. BNB wasn't just another coin. No, it became the foundation of the entire ecosystem. Virtually, people are still buying. But can I tell you something? History is about to repeat itself. Are you listening to me now and you are being skeptical? Like I said, you are right to be skeptical. You have every right to be skeptical, all right? But you don't have the right to remain skeptical. That is dangerous. That's why some people are still very poor. And some people are still at the same spot where they are. Because everything they see in life is about skepticism. No. Why some people are taking leap of faith. Some people are taking leap of faith. Some people are diving into the risk. There is no success without a risk. No. Somebody will say, okay, you want to go and write an exam and pass the exam. You never read for the exam. You are imagining if you get into that hall, you go to write and possibly maybe you look at somebody's book and you pick at the end of the day, you come out to have an A. It's not possible. You can't expect to copy from somebody and have an A. You need to pay the price for you to become a first-class candidate. You need to pay the price. So this is actually the reality. I'm just saying the reality of how things works, guys. So let us look at let us look why BNB, excuse me, I need to push this out. Why BNB stands out from other cryptocurrencies. Strong utility with Binance global ecosystem. If you look at the world today, Binance is the number one SEX that we have in the whole world. SEX means centralized exchange. Is the number one centralized exchange we have in the world. I know we have the OKX, we have other centralized exchange, OKX, KuCoin, Gate.io, BitGet, and all these things. They are centralized exchanges, but look at Binance. Binance is the number one centralized exchange that we have in the world. There are tech companies like Endotech, who are actually making use of Binance. You can see how far that this project has really gone. Imagine what Ocean BNB can do. Regular token bonds reduces supply and increases the value. I've said this before. I've said this. The more you are making use of their DEX and you are making transactions, there's always a regular burning of the token. It is backed by real world case use, okay? Real world use cases, exchange dominance, and massive liquidity. Massive liquidity. Have you heard about the liquidity in Ocean BNB? I'm going to tell you about that. Strategic integration in DeFi, Metaverse, and Web3 applications. Now, this is going to be a mind blow what we have in Ocean BNB. The next big thing now is the Ocean BNB, guys. Ocean BNB is the next big thing we have, the world first AI. Now, one of the things that made Ocean BNB to be different, to stand out, is the fact that it's the first, please write it down, the first world first artificial intelligence optimized perpetual DEX and staking protocol. You don't understand. You still don't understand what I'm saying. Now, predictive trading powered by smart neutral engines. The future of AI powered DeFi isn't coming. Now, listen, Ocean BNB is the first company or the first project or the first token, that is bringing out the world first AI optimized perpetual DEX, decentralized exchange, and staking protocol, okay, where AI functions here. You know that there's nothing you do in the world today that, you see where AI is taking us to, artificial intelligence, eventually everything. If you have missed BNB before, I want to beg you right now, with just few minutes, you're going to be seeing, by the time the staking reward will start dropping, there's a massive adoptions. You start seeing the prices will start changing. You see, what we are saying is that seize the opportunity. And don't just seize the opportunity without knowledge. Seize the opportunity with knowledge. Buy this token while it's still very cheap. That's the reason why you see that people are running Eltascale. People are buying this token, bagging this like no man's business. Many missed investing in BNB during its early stage. Yes, you have missed it. You have missed it. Don't be emotional about it. Don't be sentimental about it. No, take emotions out. No, you need to work as a businessman. Now, BNB Ocean is built to mirror BNB. I don't know if you heard that. BNB Ocean is built to mirror the BNB success, but with enhanced feature. I don't know if you heard that. With enhanced feature. Now, just like the AI powered, okay? Just like the artificial intelligence. Early entry at 15 cents per token, AI power liquidity and staking protocol, community-driven ecosystem rewarding early adopters. Now, okay, just pay attention. I just want to show you just something, but I don't want to waste time on this video. Just listen. Okay. All right, so I don't want to waste time on that video, but actually trying to tell you the mass adoption. That's just what the essence of the video, the mass adoption of BNB Ocean. that everybody is adopting. S365 is not the only project that's the community adopted Ocean BNB. There are other communities that also adopted BNB Ocean. You need to understand. So why BNB Ocean is poised for 1000x, you need to understand. Launching with assured liquidity. I said this before to you. A locked up liquidity of about $100 million is locked up for liquidity. $100 million locked up for liquidity. You heard that correctly. Do you know what that means? And real community utility, supported by a ready market of early adopters. You and I are the early adopters. AI, crypto, and decentralized finance. The timing is perfect. Absolutely. The timing right now is perfect. Like I said, history is always repeating itself. But what are you going to do right now that history is about to repeat itself? What is your decision? Are you sitting down looking, being skeptical? Okay, normal to be skeptical, but don't remain skeptical. Some people, there's a language we normally have in crypto. We said we buy people's fear and we sell people's greed, because we know that there are two things that are playing in the market. It is fear and greed. Oh, some people, because they don't have proud knowledge of cryptocurrency, you begin to hear things like, oh, it's crashing. It don't they crash. The crypto is not crashing. No, because of that, they don't want to buy. But that was actually the right time for you to buy. When people are skeptical, when people are afraid, because we buy people's fear, we sell their greed. While we are selling their greed, they are buying our greed. You see? So what do you want to do? Which one do you want to do? Do you want to be buying people's greed, or do you want to buy people's fear? A wise person buys people's fear and sell people's greed. Because when you buy, when the price is low, you buy the low, you sell the high. Okay, so it is very important right now for you to understand. I was registering someone this afternoon. I said, she was asking me, okay, why should I buy now? Why can't somebody come back in the next 1 month or 2 months later and buy Ocean BNB? I said, of course. If you want to buy Ocean BNB in the next 5 years to come, there's no problem. You are free to buy. But let me explain to you. The quantity you are going to get now and then, they are never the same thing. They are never the same thing. Now, how many of you can buy Bitcoin today? Seated in this hall, you bring out money to buy just 2 pieces of Bitcoin. Just two. I'm not talking about 10. Just 2. How many persons can buy Bitcoin as of the word we speak today? But I tell you, back in 2009, when Bitcoin started at 50 cents, you can literally buy more than 1,000 Bitcoin. I saw a video, a lady housing 950,000 pieces of Bitcoin in 2009, and she was asked, this Bitcoin you are having, what are you going to do with it? She said, for now, I don't know the use case. I don't understand what it is. It's just an ordinary coin. I don't know what to do to it. I'm just looking at it. Now, many people in the world are criticizing the man that used more than 100 Bitcoin to go and eat pizza. But can I tell you something? There are people that even use more than 100 Bitcoin to eat pizza that are not known. They are not known. The only person we know is the person that is being criticized. Can you imagine that? But there are many people in the world today that actually messed up with Bitcoin. That's the fact, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, why am I telling you some of these stories? I don't know if it's boring or if you love this story that I'm telling you. But why I'm saying all these things is for you to be able to understand the power in Ocean BNB. All right. Now, you are the early adopters. I need you to understand that. How BNB Ocean works and its unique features. Now, a next generation AI-driven decentralized finance ecosystem merging artificial intelligence, DeFi, and community-driven growth. Now, purchase BNB Ocean tokens on our DEX, decentralized exchange, okay? Now, token launches at 15 cents, of course. If you are buying right now, you are buying at a cheap price. Now, let me tell you one of the few features, the main features, or the statistics of Ocean BNB. Why you needed to buy Ocean BNB immediately I end this call. Now, first, the name is Ocean BNB. The ticker is OCEX, okay? That's the token. Now, the total supply of this token is 200 million tokens. 200 million tokens. Now, the mechanism is that dynamic bond plus intelligent mint. So, why you are getting those taking rewards, it's because of the dynamic bonding and as a matter of fact, because of the intelligent minting. So these tokens are being minted. That's the function of the artificial intelligence. That's why I see the AI is there to mint these tokens, and you are going to be getting a reward because there's a mass adoption and because there's a locked up liquidity of $100 million. Because of this, you see that people are going to massively want to hold this token. If you're on this call, I have seen people telling me, oh, I want to swap. If you're on this call and you're having the mindset that you just want to quickly swap, I've said this over and over. In crypto, it is good to take profit in crypto, but it is a very bad thing for you to completely take the whole coin into profit. I mean, 100% into profit. It is a very bad thing. I'm not speaking from a place of just I'm telling you I present. I'm speaking from a place of knowledge, from a place of knowledge, what I have personally experienced myself. So please, you need to understand that you need to hold a certain quantity of this token, because had I know is the language of those that have already failed. Nobody cares about that language. Had I know, I would have kept like 50 pieces. That is the language of somebody that has already failed. So please, take a decision, make a very prompt, decisive. I mean, don't allow upline, sideline, middle line. I mean, whichever line you want to call it. Don't allow it to decide for you. Make your decision. Very important. So it grows when needed, burns when overexpanded, and constantly stabilizes its ecosystem. OCS is engineered to remain alive and balanced forever. You need to understand this, guys. This is really amazing. Now, let's just look at the token distribution. Let us look at the token distribution. Like I said, just 200 million OCEX of this token. How are these 200 million tokens going to be distributed? First of all, 10% of this 200 million is 20 million will be for the airdrop. I know many of you are getting the airdrop. You register somebody, you're getting airdrop. You register somebody, you are getting 5 pieces of the token. You register the next person, you that register the person, you get 3 pieces. Your second generation get 2. Your third generation, you get 1. You see? So those tokens that is being distributed to you as an airdrop, it is from the same 200 million coins that are distributed, that those coins, those airdrops that are given to you are being distributed. From the same 200 million, that is where they're giving you those airdrop that most of you, if you register somebody, the person that registered get 5 pieces of the token, you now have 3 pieces of token. All those tokens distributed through airdrop is from the 200 million. You need to understand. Now, staking ecosystem, 60%. For those of you that have staked, 60% of this token will be distributed. It has been well calculated. You need to understand it. The mathematics, the permutation, and the combination has been well computed. You need to understand what is going on here and position yourself. Very important. Liquidity pools, 10%. Now, development team, marketing partners, and reserve treasury. So these are the things, how those 200 million tokens will be distributed. Let us look at the growth model and future projection. Now, in everything, there should be a roadmap, of course. In everything, there should be a roadmap. Now, this is part of the roadmap of this token, Ocean BNB. The projection is that by 2025, which we are already, Ocean BNB is going to be 15 cents. Now, with a targeted community of 1 million users, do we have it right now? Yes, we have it. Please be very smart right now. We have it already. Now, estimated market capitalization, $100 million. Do we have it already? Yes, locked up in liquidity. You need to understand that, guys. So, guys, let us look at next year, 2026. By 2026, projected that this token will be valued at $100 for one. It will be valued at $100 for one, guys. So the question is, do you have the mindset to even look up to this coin at even $5 to $10? Even at $20, you're already making so much money. At just $10, you are making so much money already. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know if you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, please help me to type OCEX on the chat. Go to the chat and type OCEX. Let me know if my students are actually following me very well. Please go to the chat and type OCEX. If you can hear me loud and clear, type OCEX. Drop it. Let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. Drop OCEX on the chat. Go to the chat and drop OCEX. Thank you so much. I can see many of you dropping OCEX. Your fingers are too fast, man. You guys, your fingers are too sharp, guys. Your fingers are too sharp. Nobody's making mistake in typing the ticker here, guys. That's good, guys. So let's proceed. So the projection is that this token is going to hit $3,000 plus by the year 2035. But listen, can I tell you my candid knowledge? Can I tell you let me just give you these 2 cents. You need to understand. Now, it is projected that this token should hit $1,000 by 2030. Do you know that it is very possible, very, very possible, that this token can hit $1,000 even before 2027? Do you know it's possible? Guys, don't play with crypto. Don't play with crypto when there is a mass adoption. Have you gone to look at the history of BNB, how BNB started? There was a selfless mass adoption of BNB. Now, you don't know what is coming in Ocean BNB, guys. Get ready. So even at $100, there is no professional in crypto that can tell you, oh, this crypto is going to do this, is going to do this at so time. It's only a projection. That's why they said it's a projection. Now, what it simply means, what that projection means, that it can even hit more than this. It can even hit more than this or less than this. You need to understand that, guys. So, but when you look at some certain features, things like the community adoption, you begin to imagine, demand and supply. This thing may even do more than it was stated. Please be very, very smart. This is very important. Let us look at some things. When you decide that you want to stake, okay. All right. So when you decide that you want to stake this token, let's say, for example, let me use $500. You want to stake $500, for example. Now, $500 is going to give you right now at 15 cents, 3,333 pieces of the token. And $1,000 will give you 6,666 of this token will be given to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, imagine if this token turns $100. Imagine if it turns $100. Imagine if it turns $10. Imagine if it turns $50, guys. So absolutely, you know what is open for you to take here. Let us look at the staking framework. Now, if you look at this, there are two ways you can stake your token here. You can either stake for 9 months or you can stake for 18 months, whichever one that suits you. Now, the good thing about 9 months staking is that the lockup period is shorter. Okay, the lockup period is shorter, but the percentage is shorter. Why for the 18 months? Okay, the lockup period is longer. Why the percentage is longer? That's just the difference between here. And these percentages you see here are all monthly percentages. I don't know if you heard me loud and clear. They are all monthly percentages, but these staking reward are going to be dropping on a daily basis. Let's say, for example, on the $500, you are liable to get between 7 to 9% for your 9 month staking, while for the 18 month is about 9 to 11%. Now, the percentages they are going to pay you on the staking reward is up to 22%. Up to 22%, guys. Have you gone and made calculations from your back office what you can liable gain from this system? This is absolutely amazing. Let us look at with this calculation. Okay, this calculation need a little bit adjustment, but I'm going to show you. Like I said, in our next presentation, you are going to see a very beautiful PowerPoint, more elaborate, that we're going to be using to explain this business. Please don't ever miss our meetings. Don't miss our meetings. Meetings are very, very important. So if you look at the projection, okay, let me use $1,000. Let me just talk about $1,000. If you put $1,000 in this business, okay, $1,000, you are going to be having 6,666 pieces of this token. Now the calculation is that in a month you are going to be getting 600 OCEX, not 800, like I told you. Correct this. You are going to be having 666 pieces of this token. What it simply means that on a daily basis, for you that put $1,000 on a daily basis, you are going to be getting 22 pieces of this token. In case you don't understand the mathematics, okay, this is very, very simple. Join us. I'm going to tell you, but I just told you the simple mathematics of what you can gain from this token. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it goes here. Now, the staking, the token that you have already gotten and you have staked is going to be locked up until your staking period has elapsed. But nevertheless, the staking reward that you are getting is going to be paired with BNB. Okay, so you can immediately decide that you want to lock your wallet. That is, you can choose to compound your tokens. And you know the effect of compounding. The effect of compounding is that it gives you more money. You are the one to make that decision. No upline, no downline, no middle line, no sideline should do that decisions for you. You make that decision yourself. Whatever decision you make, you are going to see the fruit of your decision. All right. Number two, unlock your wallet. You can decide to unlock it and receive OCEX token. You can hold them till it hits your target price. In crypto, there is a principle. We can tell you the entering point, but we are not going to tell you your exit point. We can tell you, okay, using technical analysis, okay, as it stands right now, your 1 day candle has closed, your weekly candle has closed, your 4 hours and 8 hours candles has closed, all the candles is completely down. I think this is the right time you need to enter the market. Now, if this market should do like 10x, you can take about, or 2x or 5x, you can take your profit. You are the one to make your decision on when to exit, okay? Because greed, that everybody is greedy, but everybody have different levels of greed. So it is your greed that will be telling you, okay, I don't think 10% is okay for me. Now, Ocean BNB, which is OCX, has done $1. I think I'm okay. Let me get out with $1. Somebody else will say, no, $1 is not okay for me. No, I need to wait until it hits $100. It is you that is making that decisions, okay? So you need to understand this fact. But projection has been told, okay? If some people were told that a BNB of $0.03 in 2017 is going to hit $600 plus in 2021, some people might not believe it. Just 4 years later, a token you bought at $0.03 hit $600 in 2021 when BNB hit over $600. Some people might not believe. You see, some people sold when it was $20. Some people sold when it rose to $100. Some people even sold when it rose to $300. But can I tell you what? Anytime you sell, don't blame yourself. Don't say, I would have known. I would have left it when it hit so that it's going to hit $600. No, you made that decision. So you should not be emotional about it. So you make your decision either to unlock. Now, you can also choose to swap it to BNB. You can also choose immediately to swap your OCEX into BNB and withdraw it directly into your own wallet and enjoy your life. Okay, so it is up to you to make that decision. Let us look at the network growth amplifier, NGA, the network growth amplifier. This is where the business now becomes sweet. Now listen, for those of you who are into the network marketing, which is called the multi-level marketing, now the essence of the multi-level marketing in the Ocean BNB is to increase mass adoption, so that the community is going to increase. By increasing the mass adoption of OCEX, people are going to be compensated, and there should be a structure, a frame structure at which they need to compensate the people who are bringing in people to adopt this. That's why you're seeing the network growth amplifier. From here henceforth, I'm going to be telling you about all the benefit that you're going to be getting as a networker. First of all, listen, we have what we call self top-up, 15%. Now, anybody you register into this business, now immediately they start receiving their staking reward. For the first thing you register directly on yourself, you are going to be having 15%. We call it smart yield match. Okay, now you're going to be getting 15%. That is self top up, 15% on that staking reward, that the person is getting. Now you are going to be getting 15%. That is on your first generation. Now towards your second generation, okay, now towards your second generation, okay, if you register 2 persons, I don't like talking about all these direct referrals, but do you know the way I want to keep it simple? I normally used to tell my team, please just try and register 10 persons directly and forget about it. Just have 10 persons you have registered under you. Inside that 10, they are going to be awarding you. Now look up now. On your second generation alone, just because you have 2 direct, you've already registered 10 persons. Of course, do you have 2 direct? Yes, you do. That means you are getting 12% of their staking reward. Now on the third generation, because you already have 3 direct, you are having 8%, 5%, 4th generation, 5th generation, 4%, 6th generation, 3%. Down to your 10th generation, you are even having 8% because you have 7 persons that are directly registered under you, and 2 people have also ranked, okay, with 2 rank under it. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you are definitely crossing this bridge. Let me take you on some little calculation on this network growth amplifier. Okay, you can see this network growth amplifier is saying that if you have 10 persons here, for example, if you have 10 persons directly, and inside these 10 persons here, let's say for example that all the 10 persons, all of them started with $500 staking, $500 staking. Now that means that they are receiving on a daily basis about 12 pieces of OCEX on a daily basis. That means on that 10%, 12 times 10 is giving you 120 OCEX. Can you imagine that? Now, if the projection that the value is going to be $500, okay, in 2027, this simply means that you are having $166,500. Now, listen, this is a separate bonus. This is a separate bonus in addition to other bonuses that I have mentioned to you. In addition to the other bonuses I've mentioned to you. Can you imagine that, guys? And this is different from your staking reward. So ladies and gentlemen, imagine when this token is adding more values. Let us look at the Apex leadership framework. Now at this level, you are beginning you are no longer taking golden mon. You are no longer taking golden mon. At this time, you are eating bone, chicken bone. That is where you are chewing here. Because definitely, this is all about more money for you, more money for you, more money for you, guys. There are people that just stake, they don't refer anybody. That's fine. Their staking reward will be dropping for them. But if you decide to go outside your box, you are going to make more money for yourself. You're going to bag this token the more and also bag a lot of USDT. Let me share with you. For you to become a wave initiator, which is the first rank here, title here, wave initiator, that means you have a total business volume of 10,000. You have a total business volume of 10,000. Now, this total business volume of 10,000 must come from three ratios. Three legs. On these three legs, they are divided into three ratios, which is ratio 40, 40, 20. Okay? Which is ratio 40, 40, 20. Which means that if you're having $10,000, which means that you have 40%, that means $4,000 is coming from one leg, another $4,000 is coming from another second leg, while the remaining $2,000 that make it a total of $10,000 is coming from the third leg. That's why you're having three direct. And this is the reason why I want to keep it simple for your own mental health, so that you are not going to stress yourself thinking of, oh, I need to register 2%. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just have 10 persons registered and forget about it. All you need to do is just keep building your business constantly. Keep building your business. So you can see from my description here what you are liable to get. 15%. 15% is called dynamic differential match reward. 15% of this, their total, you are going to get 15% of this accumulated business volume. Now, not only that, the income multiplier is 4x. You know what 4x means in crypto? Oh my God. Now, we also have the current builder. I won't be able to mention all of them, but down to Ocean Apex. $15 million, guys. $15 million. By then, you must have ranked 7. You must be on rank 7. And this rank 7 is going to be coming from left and right. From left and right. And with 10 direct. Okay? So up to 8x. So this is it, guys. Just keep building business. Let us look at the prime performance incentive framework. This one looks like monthly salary. It looks like monthly salary. How many of you want to receive every month you are seeing $250? Let me know. I don't want to bug your head. I want to keep it simple. How many of you want to receive $250 every single goddamn month, guys? Every single month you want to receive $250. I need you to type 777 on the chat. Help me to type 777 on the chat, guys. If you know that you love $250 or $750 or $1,500, $3,750, $10,000, but for me, I think $3,750 every single goddamn month is a very good, is a way to go, guys. How many of you know that? $3,750 every single month is a way to go, guys. If you know that you want to receive this as a monthly salary and you love this, type 777 on the chat. I want to see 777 on the chat. Let me now explain to you how this works. This is absolutely amazing. Now, listen, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can see. All right. Beautiful. Now, listen. How do you do this? You need to accumulate a business volume of 5,000. So this 5,000 must come from three different legs. That is ratio 3, okay? Ratio 3. Three ratios, now ratio 3, 40%, 40%, and 20%. Now imagine 40% of 5,000, another 40% of 5,000, then 20%, the remaining 20%, all together, making a total of 5%. If you're having this from 3 different legs, just imagine like 2,000 points. Just imagine that you are getting $2,000 from one leg, another $2,000 from another second leg, then $1,000 is coming from the third leg. When you do, you are going to receive $250. Can I tell you what? How do you receive $250 every single month? If you maintain that same $5,000, if you maintain that $5,000 and you keep maintaining it, they will be giving you $250. But can I tell you the striking points here, the bullet point of this of this performance incentive framework? The bullet point here is that this money is being paid to you in USDT. This one is not the coin. This particular bonus now is not on the OCEX token. No, this one is in USDT directly to you guys. You can enjoy yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know which country that you are, but I know that in Nigeria, whether you are in any African country or whether you are in Asia, I know that $250 might not be much money, but I know that it's a little bit. But I know that $3,750 is a good money for you to get every single month. It's a good money for you to get every single month. And what do you need to do that? 75,000 total business volume. Yes, we can do that. We can do that. 75,000 business volume, guys, down to even $25 million as time proceeds, guys, as time proceeds. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm about to round up this presentation tonight, I want to let you know that you should join Ocean BNB. It is not a project. This is just a revolution. Don't miss the next big thing. Like I said, it is good for you to be skeptical, but it is dangerous for you to remain skeptical. Nobody fails with knowledge, especially when wisdom extracts from the knowledge. Secure your spot early. It is very important. Earn rewards in BNB. Okay, now be part of the global DeFi transformation, and this is where I'm going to hold it tonight. Thank you so much, and amazing. If you know that you enjoyed this presentation tonight, I need you to make a reaction on the chat. Drop a reaction. If you know you enjoyed tonight's presentation, quickly drop a reaction on the chat. Drop a reaction on the chat. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening, for paying maximum attention for tonight's presentation, wherever you're joining us. So I'm going to give it back to our amazing host, back to Mr. Agaba. Mr. Agaba, I don't know if you are there for questions and answers. Mr. Agaba, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Thank you so much, you guys. King, thank you. You are a real king, King Stanbell, all the way from Nigeria, one of our greatest star at Ocean BNB. Thank you so much for this well-delivered presentation. Guess everybody has understood whatever you are trying to deliver to us. I have appreciated. You guys, if you have any question before it goes away, please raise up your hand. Let us not deny you the chance. Just ask your question. Just shoot the question. Unmute and ask a question that you want to understand. All right, Kiki. This is good. I'm not seeing any question. Yeah. Ojani or Motosho. Yeah, go ahead and ask. Unmute, please. Ajan, unmute, please. Ajan, can you unmute and ask your question? All right, we can't get his voice, but you guys, let me tell you something very interesting. For those of us who are staking, there is something that you need to know. If, for instance, you stake $100 and then you come back and you want to stake more, you have to stake the same amount that you staked previously or even more. You cannot, for instance, if you stake $100, you cannot come back tomorrow or next week and you stake $50. You have to always take the same amount that you started with or even more. That's how the system works. That is very, very important. because
Hello?
I've been getting many questions about that.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Well, I want to